Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. It's 2 a.m. You're staring at the ceiling. Your brain is running a marathon of every embarrassing thing you did in middle school. And all you can think is, I just want to sleep. If that sounds familiar, you are definitely not alone. It's one of the most frustrating feelings in the world. Lying there, exhausted but wide awake, knowing the alarm clock is just a few short hours away from screaming at you. We all know sleep is important. We hear it all the time. Get your 8 hours. But knowing it and actually getting it are two completely different things. Life gets in the way. Stress from work, endless to-do lists, that extra cup of coffee you had at 4 p.m. They all conspire to keep us from that sweet, restorative rest we so desperately need. And the more you try to force it, the more elusive it becomes. Right? It's like trying not to think about a pink elephant. Suddenly, that's all you can see. So today, we're going to dive deep into this. We're not just going to talk about why sleep is a superstar for your health, mood, and brain power, which it totally is. But we're going to get practical. We'll explore the science behind what's keeping you awake and, more importantly, share some simple, actionable strategies that you can start using tonight to reclaim your nights and finally get the sleep you deserve. This isn't about magic pills or impossible routines. It's about making small, smart changes that add up to a big difference. First, let us understand the enemy. What is actually happening in our brains when we go in sleep? A lot of it comes down to two key players: cortisol and melatonin. Think of melatonin as the gentle usher that guides you into sleep. It's a hormone your brain produces in response to darkness, signaling that it's time to wind down. But then you have cortisol, often called the stress hormone. It's designed to keep you alert and awake. In a perfect world, cortisol levels are high in the morning to get you going and then slowly decrease throughout the day. The problem is, modern life loves to mess with this system. Late night work emails, scrolling through social media, or even worrying about the next day can keep your cortisol levels spiked right when they should be dropping, effectively blocking melatonin from doing its job. Your body is getting mixed signals. Your mind is tired, but your hormones are screaming. Stay alert. Danger ahead. One of the biggest culprits in this hormonal battle is right in your hand. Your phone. The blue light emitted from our screens, phones, tablets, laptops, TVs, is particularly sneaky. It mimics daylight, tricking your brain into thinking it's still daytime. This directly suppresses melatonin production. So, that one last check of your feed before bed is literally telling your brain, nope, not time for sleep yet. It's a tough habit to break, I know. Our devices are our connection to the world. But creating a non-negotiable digital sunset, say, putting all screens away an hour before you plan to sleep, is one of the most powerful changes you can make. What can you do instead? Read a physical book, listen to a calming podcast or some gentle music, do some light stretching. Anything that does involve a screen will help signal to your brain that the day is truly over. Now, let's talk about your environment. Your bedroom should be a sanctuary for sleep, and only sleep. This is what experts call stimulus control. If you work, eat, and watch intense shows from your bed, your brain starts to associate your bed with wakeful activities. It's no longer just a place for rest. It's an office, a movie theater, and a dining room. So, try to keep your bed for sleep and intimacy only. Make your bedroom a cave. Cool, dark, and quiet. Blackout curtains can be a game changer, especially if you live in a city with a lot of light pollution. A white noise machine or even a simple fan can help drown out disruptive sounds, and keeping the temperature on the cooler side, around 18 to 20 degrees Celsius, or 65 to 68 Fahrenheit, has been shown to promote better sleep, as your body temperature naturally drops when you're drifting off. Okay, so you've dimmed the lights and cooled the room, but your mind is still racing. This is where a wind-down routine becomes your secret weapon. A consistent pre-sleep ritual is like a runway for your brain, giving it a smooth, gradual descent into sleep. It doesn't have to be complicated. It could be a 15-minute routine that you do every single night. For example, taking a warm bath or shower. The subsequent drop in body temperature can trigger sleepiness. Maybe it's brewing a cup of chamomile tea which has mild sedative effects, or perhaps it's journaling. This is a fantastic one. Spend 10 minutes writing down everything that's on your mind. Your worries, your to-do list. For tomorrow, anything. This active brain dumping can externalize your anxieties, getting them out of your head and onto the paper, so they're not swirling around when you're trying to fall asleep. Let's also consider what you're putting into your body during the day. We mentioned caffeine, and its effects can last much longer than you think. For some people, a coffee after noon can impact their sleep that night. Be mindful of your own sensitivity. Alcohol is another tricky one. It might make you feel drowsy and help you fall asleep faster, but it severely disrupts the quality of your sleep later in the night, particularly your REM sleep, which is crucial for memory and emotional regulation. That's why you can sleep for 8 hours after a few drinks and still wake up feeling groggy and unrefreshed. And don't forget about big, heavy meals close to bedtime. Digestion is an active process that can raise your body temperature and cause discomfort, making it harder to drift off. Try to have your last big meal at least 2 to 3 hours before you hit the hay. But what if you do all of this and you're still lying awake for what feels like an eternity? Here, as a counterintuitive but highly effective tip from cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia. If you have fallen asleep within about 20 minutes, get out of bed. I know, it sounds like the opposite of what you should do, but staying in bed, tossing and turning, only builds frustration and anxiety, reinforcing the link between your bed and wakefulness. Go to another room, keep the lights dim, and do something quiet and relaxing. Read a boring book, listen to soft music, or do some simple breathing exercises. Only return to bed when you start to feel genuinely sleepy again. This helps reestablish the connection that your bed is a place for sleeping, not for worrying about not sleeping. Breathing exercises are another powerful tool you can use right in your bed. One of the most famous is the 4-7-8 technique. It's simple. Inhale quietly through your nose for a count of 4. Hold your breath for a count of 7, and then exhale completely through your mouth for a count of 8, making a whooshing sound. This pattern helps to calm the nervous system and can be surprisingly effective at quieting a racing mind. It brings your focus to the physical sensation of breathing, pulling you away from the cycle of anxious thoughts. Finally, remember that 1 or 2 bad nights don't define your sleep. Don't catastrophize. We all have them. The key is not to let the anxiety about sleep become a bigger problem than the sleep itself. Try to maintain a consistent wake-up time, even on weekends and after a poor night's sleep. This helps to anchor your body's internal clock, making it easier to fall asleep at a consistent time the following night. Getting some morning sunlight as soon as you can after waking up also works wonders for setting that internal clock. It's all about creating the right conditions, both externally in your environment and internally in your mind and body, to allow sleep to happen naturally. It's not a switch you can just flip, but a gentle process you can invite. So, tonight, maybe try just one thing. Put your phone away an hour early. Write down your thoughts, or try that 4-7-8 breathing. Be patient and kind to yourself. Building better sleep habits is a journey, not a race. You deserve to feel rested, energized, and ready to take on the day. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I hope these tips help you on your way to better nights. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content on living a healthier, happier life. Let me know in the comments which tip you're going to try first. Sweet dreams, and I'll see you in the next video.